Do you ever wake up and feel like the whole world is waiting for you? Like you have 1,000 things to do, but your body just doesn't want to move? Today, I want to take you on a personal journey. I want to share a day in my life with you. But this is not just a simple story. This is a special lesson. While you listen to my story, you will learn real, natural English expressions. I will explain them as we go. Welcome to our channel, English Practice PB. If you want to improve your speaking and listening every single day, please hit that subscribe button and join our community. Are you ready to live a day with me and learn? Let's begin. My day always starts with a sound. Most mornings, I wake up just before my alarm goes off. To go off means to start making a noise. We use this for alarms or even bombs. When my alarm goes off, it is very loud. But I am not the kind of person who can just jump out of bed. To jump out of bed means to get up very quickly with a lot of energy. No, that is not me. I prefer to lie there for a few extra minutes. I like to stare at the ceiling and gather my thoughts. To gather your thoughts means to take a moment to think clearly and organize your mind. It is a quiet time. It is a peaceful time. On this particular morning, the clock said 6:15. The room was dark, but I could see a little bit of light behind the curtains. At first, it was silent. I felt calm, but then my mind started to race. When your mind races, your thoughts move very fast. You start thinking about everything at the same time. I remembered my emails. I remembered my lessons. I remembered my chores. Suddenly, I felt like I had a lot on my plate. If you have a lot on your plate, it means you are very busy. You have many responsibilities or problems to deal with. Think about a real plate with too much food. That is how my mind felt. I thought about all the tasks I had been putting off. To put something off means to delay it. You don't do it today. You say, I will do it tomorrow. I had been putting off a very difficult email for 3 days. Thinking about it made me want to hide under my blanket. But I knew I couldn't stay there forever. I told myself, come on, you need to get it together. To get it together means to calm down and start acting in an organized way. It means to stop being lazy or worried and start working. So I sat up. I put my feet on the cold floor. I walked to the kitchen to put the kettle on. To put the kettle on means to start heating water for tea or coffee. I love the sound of the water boiling. It tells me the day has officially started. While I waited, I looked out the window. The world was just beginning to wake up. I made myself a warm cup of coffee. I didn't drink it fast. I wanted to ease into the day. To ease into something means to start it slowly and gently. If you jump into a cold pool, it is a shock. But if you ease into it, you go step by step. That is how I like my mornings. Even with my coffee, I could feel a little bit of stress creeping in. When something creeps in, it enters slowly and quietly. You don't notice it at first. Like a cat moving silently through the grass. Stress works like that. It doesn't always hit you like a storm. Sometimes, it just arrives like a quiet whisper. To stay calm, I decided not to check my phone. I know myself very well. If I check my phone too early, I will go down a rabbit hole. To go down a rabbit hole means to get pulled deeply into something that takes all your time. You check one message, then you check a video, then you check the news. Suddenly, 1 hour is gone. That is a rabbit hole, and I wanted to avoid it. Instead, I took my notebook. I wanted to clear my mind. To clear your mind means to remove all the messy thoughts and confusion. I wrote down only 5 things to do. I used to write 20 things, but then I would fail. Now, I want to set myself up for success. To set yourself up for success means to create the right conditions so that you can win. If you have a small list, you can finish it. That is a success. My list looked simple on paper, but I knew the day would still be a challenge. After my coffee, I got dressed. I went for a short walk. I passed a bakery. The smell of fresh bread was amazing. I thought, maybe I should treat myself. To treat yourself means to give yourself a small reward or something special. Maybe a cookie or a cake. But I smiled and kept walking. I told myself I would come back another day. When I returned home, I sat at my desk. This is the moment the day truly begins. It is also the moment when I start to stall. To stall means to delay doing something because you don't want to start. Suddenly, I wanted to clean my room. I wanted to check my old messages. I was doing anything to avoid the real work. My brain was trying to stall. The first thing on my list was answering emails. I don't like emails very much. They can really drain my energy. To drain your energy means to make you feel very tired, like a battery losing its power. Some emails are easy, but some are complicated. You have to read between the lines. To read between the lines means to understand a hidden meaning. The person didn't say it directly, but you understand what they really mean. That takes a lot of mental work. By 9:30, I was finished with emails. Now, it was time for writing. Writing is very strange. Some days, the words flow like water. Other days, I have to drag the words out of myself. To drag something out means to pull it out with a lot of effort. It is hard work. That morning was difficult. I wrote a sentence, then I deleted it. I was overthinking. I told myself to stop. I needed to just get on with it. To get on with it means to stop delaying and just do the work. So I stopped worrying about being perfect. I just started typing. Little by little, I started to get into the flow. To get into the flow means to start working smoothly. You forget about the time, everything feels natural. You are not fighting the work anymore. That is when my best ideas come. It doesn't start with inspiration. It starts with staying at your desk. Then, suddenly, something clicks. When something clicks, it starts to make sense. It starts to work perfectly. I felt good. I was finally making progress. But then my phone buzzed. It was a message about a small problem. It wasn't a big disaster, but it was enough to make me feel worried. I went to the kitchen and made more coffee. I stood there and told myself, Tom, don't let this derail your day. To derail something means to make it go off the track, like a train crashing. One small problem can derail your whole mood if you let it. I decided to be careful. I sent a helpful reply, then I stopped. I didn't want to keep picking at the problem. To pick at something means to keep touching it or thinking about it. If you have a small cut on your skin and you pick at it, it will not heal. Thoughts are the same. You have to let them go. By lunchtime, I was mentally tired. I decided to step away from my desk. To step away means to leave your work for a short time to rest. I had lunch. I rested my eyes. After lunch, I had a big task. I needed to record a lesson for you. Before I record, I always warm up my voice. I read some sentences aloud. I want to make sure I don't sound stiff. Stiff means formal or unnatural. I want to sound like a real person. But that afternoon, it was hard. I kept stopping. I kept starting again. I was starting to second-guess myself. To second-guess means to doubt your decisions. I thought, is this sentence okay? Is my voice too slow? Is the lesson helpful? When you second-guess too much, you lose your confidence. You lose your rhythm. I was trying to make it perfect, but I was just making it overcomplicated. To overcomplicate means to make something more difficult than it needs to be. I stood up and laughed. I told myself to just be myself. That laugh helped me relax. I finished the recording, and it felt much better. Now the sun was going down. My day was ending. It was not a perfect day. I didn't finish everything on my list. I felt tired. I felt stressed sometimes. But I did one very important thing. I showed up. To show up means to be present and do the work, even when you don't feel like it. Success is not about being brilliant every day. Success is about showing up. It is about trying your best, even when things are difficult. I stood by my window again. The street was dark. The lights in the houses were turning off. I felt a sense of peace. I had survived the day. I had learned something new. And I hope you have learned something new too. Remember, learning English is also about showing up. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. You are doing an amazing job. Every word you learn is a step forward. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just keep practicing. Thank you for spending this day with me. It was a pleasure to share my thoughts and these expressions with you. If you found this story helpful, please give it a like. It really helps our channel, English Practice PB. And don't forget to comment below. Tell me, what is one thing you did today to show up for your English? I would love to read your stories. I will see you in our next lesson. Keep learning, keep believing in yourself, and have a beautiful day. Goodbye for now. Take care.